We don't have Martine today, but he did us a solid.
I saw that.
And it looks like he used AI to give us a script. So
Yeah.
I'd like to say welcome
You know
back
what?
to Life,
Sure.
Death, and the Law. I'm going to follow Martine's script, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're going to highlight our returning guest, Mr. Chris Thompson, longtime friend of the show, business mind,
This sounds very natural.
and all-around storyteller.
Yeah. This is not AI generated at all.
Mm.
No,
All around
that's-
storyteller.
It's kind of cool to see what AI came up with,
Yeah.
unsolicited,
good.
you know?
I wouldn't mind if that was in my, my obituary. Longtime friend of the show, business mind, and all around storyteller.
We're going to cover everything from new businesses in town. I imagine that's Twisted Sugar.
Sure.
To pet peeves we all share, and even dive into the ocean, literally.
Literally.
That's
Okay.
probably paying homage to what I did last week in Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
ask you about your trip to Puerto Vallarta.
No sharks, but
No sharks, but you wore your shark band?
I did not.
You didn't.
I didn't. That
You
was
just
a waste
went
of
out
$260. Yeah.
Completely.
Naked.
Wow.
What's a shark
pants.
band?
Huh?
What's a shark band?
Oh,
It
somebody
repels
doesn't listen
sharks.
to the show.
So,
Somebody doesn't listen to the show.
Yeah. I never listened to his. He never listens
Yeah,
to
you
mine.
need to go back
That's
and listen
okay.
to
We're okay with that.
a month ago and then come back.
so what is a shark band?
Shark Bands. It's a brand
With a
of
Z.
yeah,
Oh.
it's with a Z. It's hip. It's
But
with
is it an actual band?
Yeah, it's actually really well put together. In case you get your limb taken off, it is a very thick silicone type band, and then it's got embedded in it very, very strong magnets. I guess I don't know.
Oh, and they don't like magnets?
Sharks don't like magnets.
No,
Apparently.
they hate magnets.
Hmm.
Yeah, you never see a shark near like a fridge.
Or microwave.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's true.
But it emits
think
like,
of it.
yeah, it affects the electromagnetic field, the natural electromagnetic field, and the sharks don't like that. But that's so against what I learned growing up about sharks. Is like
Why?
changes in the electromagnetic field is what they're looking for.
Oh, really?
Something in distress,
Okay.
something that's flailing,
Uh-huh.
I think
you know.
that's the. I think that
which
is
is
the
how I
case.
imagine your swimming process.
Yeah, that's how I flail
of
around.
flailing.
That's how I scuba dived.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. But my understanding is you are correct. We are both correct. But when you introduce such a magnetic force, it's like flashbang to them.
Okay.
So they might be coming in, and once they get close, they're like, ow, that's too much.
Mm.
Sensory overload.
Too much of a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Happens to
Good.
the best of us.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, you know.
But you did swim.
I swam. What do you mean? Yeah, I scubaed. So I controlled
Okay.
my buoyancy is what we say.
Yes. That's what we say.
I learned all the signs.
Yeah. A BDC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you scuba certified? You've
He
got to
is,
be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going this weekend.
Are you really?
Yeah.
In San Diego?
San Diego.
Is there a place you
Going out
use?
with our friend Howard.
Oh, you're going with Howard.
Going out on the boat, going lobster diving. So
Thanks for the invite.
yeah, well, when you stop flailing, you can come.
I'm pretty good.
We're going in the water about midnight, and it's all dark. Got 3 flashlights in case one fails.
Could have 4. I mean, if you invited me.
Well, yeah. Well, you could go as like a
I
flashlight
got the shark
holder.
band, so.
Yeah. So what we do is we cover you in meat, and you hold the flashlight. Then we're safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys? Guys?
Yeah.
Okay, I will admit, on my first dive, I did get lost. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal, though. The water visibility wasn't the greatest, and I did what you're supposed to do. You wait for a minute, and then you surface.
Okay.
Yeah, all was well.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I was on my first dive
That
because
was really anticlimactic. You got lost. You sat there for 1 minute, and then you went up to the surface.
I followed safety protocol when I didn't want to, because I'm like, I'm pretty sure I can find these people. I probably couldn't have found them though. I had no idea where I was, and I'm like, I guess I got to show this guy, the dive master, that I know the stuff.
So you went up.
I
and
really
then
kind of didn't. I used ChatGPT for most of that.
Yeah.
But I did pay attention to some of the stuff, like don't hold your breath ever.
Oh yeah. No, you want to.
And if you get lost,
always
just
breathe.
sit there, and they'll find you.
Yeah.
And they
You-
did.
You learned all that in one weekend.
Yeah,
He's a sharp guy.
a day actually. About 10 minutes of cramming.
Yeah.
But are you scuba certified now?
I am.
Hey.
I'm super scuba certified.
Wow.
I'm ready to do my
Super
advanced
scuba.
skills.
Wow. That's extreme.
You haven't heard of that one?
Super scuba?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I haven't.
that's a new
Must
thing.
be a Puerto Vallarta thing.
It is. It is. It's super.
Super
Yeah.
scuba.
They charge him double, but
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
Are you PADI certified? Do you went through PADI?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it, right?
That's the way to do it. Yeah, it's recognized all over the world, so you can go scuba diving everywhere, not just Puerto Vallarta. You can go anywhere you want.
I was super bummed though to figure out like, okay, I'm going through the process, I'm in it, and then it's like, oh, I can't dive into a shipwreck. That's the whole point.
Different certification.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they should have told you that in the beginning.
I think they do, but
Oh.
you have to pay attention.
Okay.
But they do, and going certain depths and all of that.
Yeah.
The deep sea welders, that blows my mind.
have you seen that movie, Last
Yes.
Breath?
Yes.
Pretty good movie.
That's pretty good. True story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty
Crazy. Yeah. But there's people that's their job. Can you imagine? Get in this tube for 30 days. We'll acclimate you, and then you can go down, perform your work, and
Yeah.
then just wait another 30 days to come back up. Wow.
Do you dive with a dive computer?
Yeah. Have one built into my regulator.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Prefer that rather than just on your wrist?
Yeah. Well, I just haven't done it enough that haven't pulled the trigger on a
On a
full on.
I got the new
wrist.
Apple Watch.
Oh yeah,
It's
it was one of the reasons I wanted to get that new one
Yeah, it's the
because it has it's dive watch.
it's fantastic.
Really?
It was awesome.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
our
later
dive
you'll have
master
to
had
give me a
his,
rundown.
it's like the big old thing, and
Yeah.
a couple redundancy, and mine was keeping.
But you got lost.
Yeah, that was before I recognized that it actually had a compass on it.
Oh,
I didn't know that was a feature.
direction matters. Yeah,
Mhm.
even underwater.
Even if I knew it, I didn't know what to do with that.
Okay.
Well, this way is north, but I'm still lost.
It's difficult.
It's
We try it
difficult. You
just
don't
for
know where you're
fun.
at.
You set like
A bearing.
we're going to go this bearing this far, and then we're going to turn. And basically, you do kind of like a big square
Okay.
and come back to where you were, but completely at the bottom, just following your compass.
hmm
And you won't get it every time, but you'll get it a lot of the time. It's good practice to do. It's fun just
Yeah.
to see if you can do it.
We didn't do too good on that, and we just did it in a line, like a straight line. We
Okay.
went straight line, 25 paces, turn around and reverse bearing, 25 paces, and that was a challenge. Not for me, but the other guy, my buddy.
Oh, okay.
I won't name names.
Justin.
No, Justin's already dive certified.
Oh.
But yeah, I took my son Christian, and it was a blast. We really had a lot of fun. It
Good.
was super fun. It opens up a whole new world, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to go again. That's why when you're
I
saying
was
we're
going to ask
going,
you, do you want to go
I
again?
absolutely do. We're going to San Diego in a couple of weeks, and I was going to look at dive shops to see if I could just go get a dive in with Christian somewhere.
You can't. There's actually some really great ones where you'll charter with them. They'll take you out to great dive spots. They have all your equipment, drop
Yeah.
you, and then bring you back.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in buying my own equipment. I mean, you got to travel around. Maybe a mask and a snorkel, but that's
I'd recommend. Yeah, I went ahead and got the equipment, but it's a lot of equipment. Like
a
I'm
lot of
packing for this trip, and it's an
Yeah.
enormous amount.
I'm not
of
gonna do that.
equipment.
I'd rather just contact a dive place there, have them do all the BCD stuff and the air tanks.
Yeah,
And I travel with my mask that I like, and then
yeah,
use their
yeah.
stuff.
I spent the money on a really good mask. That makes a difference.
What did you use? I was going to ask you that.
What mask do I have?
Do you remember the brand?
I'll text it to you.
Okay.
I don't remember offhand.
Cressy
I
or
just
something?
cleaned it the
Okay.
other day. It's a nice one.
Yeah,
But yeah,
because I've been
Sure.
looking into them, and
it's so nice I can't remember the name.
Yeah.
everybody says that theirs is the best mask. It's like, oh man.
This one's pretty good. You want to go glass. You don't want acrylic. You want actual glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll text it to you.
What about full face? You ever thought of that?
Yeah, my brother has one that he got. He's actually on the dive squad for YPD.
Wow.
Yeah, so when they get a call that there's something in the wash or something in the river.
Oh
or
yeah,
something
you've
like
told me that. So
yeah,
Kale
and they
comes
have the
by.
full face mask so they can talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you
Talk
really
to
need
each
it.
other, and they're a little more difficult. It's more difficult to clear your, you can't pinch your nose if you're,
Oh, I forgot
so
about
you have to get
that.
good at, popping your ears,
I forgot. That's a
outside
big
the
deal breaker
mask.
for me.
It'd be difficult because I'm doing it constantly, and it would be difficult, but it would be great to be able to communicate
Yeah.
with the other divers. I mean, we're doing it with hand signals and tapping and pointing and,
Yeah, I had
flailing
no
and
idea what really
screaming.
was going on.
Yeah. And
It's like I don't understand.
we're going to get in the water at midnight. It's pitch black. So if you lose your buddy, good luck.
What's this mean? Lobster or shark? I don't know. It could be both.
Something with mouth.
Something.
Yeah.
Or claws. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. Could be.
I was thinking about they sell like little scribe pads.
We have those,
Yeah,
so
I've
you
never
can
used
write underwater and hold up a sign, help, or whatever.
Look behind you.
That's helpful. That's helpful. We don't do any complex dives. Everywhere we go is pretty tame. We'll be about between 40 and 60 feet for this dive.
I've done that. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, got it. Are you scuba certified, Sean?
No.
Do you have any desire? I was texting you last week, like, I was trying to show you what we were doing.
Yeah.
And I wrote out, you would really love this. And then I erased that. I'm like, he would not love this. I know Sean.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what his take is on it.
I don't think you would.
I don't know. I'd like to be certified. I don't want to go through the certification.
It's super easy. It's very easy.
How does that work?
There's like, I'd like to be a pilot, but I don't want to have to go through the training.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to fly a plane.
But how do you do that? How do you get to be
Well, you
a
don't.
pilot without the training?
You don't. And so then I just give up.
You act like
Okay.
you are. Like Abigail, what's his name? Frank Abigail.
Oh,
Catch
yeah.
me if you can.
Yeah.
There you go. That'd be nice.
No, it's just there's a lot of work that goes into it, and I'm lazy. So
I mean, do you like swimming?
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, not for exercise. I mean, I like to jump out of the boat when it's really hot and like kind of
I guess
soak in the water.
I just didn't think you enjoyed underwater life or anything.
No, I do. I do. I used to snorkel,
Mhm.
and I loved doing that. That was a lot of fun. Just going around trying to explore new areas. When I first moved to Yuma, the fact that it was so warm all the time,
Mhm.
it was amazing. Even in the wintertime, I'd go out to the wash and I'd snorkel around, and I thought it was amazing. Because coming from Idaho, pretty small period of time that you could go out there and do that. But no, I never really got into anything professional or anything high grade.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good. It sounds like you're a good candidate.
Yeah.
It's very,
give it a
very
try.
easy.
I love snorkeling. I'll snorkel all day, all the time.
Yeah, why?
Awesome.
So
I
to
don't.
me, snorkeling, I think, would probably check that box.
Well, you think that till you scuba.
Exactly
Oh,
right. Once
yeah,
I've
so
scuba, I'm like,
it's
I don't know why I
Different
would
perspectives. So when you're like in Catalina, there's the underwater park. And so we were snorkeling, but down below us, about 30 feet down, were scuba divers.
Hmm.
And I was so envious that they were down there because it's just a different world. So as you go down and you get to the bottom, that's where everything is.
Hmm.
Where all the action.
Yeah,
is.
you're down in it versus just being a passenger, just kind of looking. So I think you'd like it. So if you ever want to do it, let's do it.
My last certification dive, before we came up, the last thing we saw was a sea turtle. And like my dive master kept like, he was going crazy trying to get me to see it. I'm like, I see the turtle. Like to me, it's not a big deal, you know?
Why
Right.
is
I've
it
seen
not a
so
big
many
deal?
turtles. It's not a big
Really?
deal. But then the difference is the turtles I've seen in Kauai, we're at the surface together. They're down maybe like 5-6 feet on this reef, chomping at stuff. But this turtle, we were down 45 feet, and it was just hanging out there, just doing its thing. And it was cool to see it that way as opposed to snorkeling and seeing them moving around and stuff like that. I don't know. There's just something different about it to see it in its environment.
Mm.
It's just, yeah, and your perspective changes. You're not on Overwatch. You're
Mhm.
down in it. You're going between rocks and between kelp, and
And they're a lot
Really
more
neat.
curious, I feel like.
Yeah, and
sitting there
the
and
life
there's like,
changes.
hey.
You know, the sea life, they're down there. They're not up at the top.
So is it physically exerting? Is it
No.
tiring?
Doesn't have to
Breezy.
be. Doesn't have to be. The most effort you put in is getting geared up and getting in the water.
Oh, okay.
You know, the stuff's heavy. You know, so
BCD that he's talking about, the buoyancy control device, that does all your work for you. You're just supposed to flip your fins every once in a while.
Mm.
You're not supposed to use your hands very much. Keep them in because you could rip people's regulators out and stuff.
Yeah.
Bad things happen with your hands. And
Huh.
so you're learning how to control your up and down with your breath. You use your lungs as your balloons. So you fill your balloons up to go up, and then you let all the air out to go down. But you're not holding your breath. You're just maintaining. You're breathing in a way that you're really doing extenuated breath in. If I want to go up and over something, and then I'm letting it out and pushing it all out to go back down.
Huh.
But you're moving with your head and your fins rather than your hands.
yeah.
So
Have either of you tried?
it's very calming. It's
the
super easy.
motorized.
No, that
That's
would be
another
fun.
certification.
That would be fun.
Is it another certification?
Yeah.
Why?
Mm-mm.
Dangerous.
I think
what
you
could
can
happen?
do that stuff. You can do it. You just have to find somebody that will take you to do it. Like,
Yeah.
you can do a shipwreck. You're not supposed to unless you have a certification to do shipwrecks. But you might find somebody
Yeah.
that will take you down to a ship,
Uh-huh.
and you
There's
can do a
no
shipwreck.
scuba police.
There's no scuba police.
So unless you get hurt. So if you get hurt down there, your insurance might not cover you if you're doing something you weren't certified to do.
Really?
Yeah.
Like your health
You're an attorney.
insurance?
So you would understand that. Yeah. So you're not. I was just talking
Well, my
to
insurance
Jeff
never
about
covers anything anyway. So.
well piloting once you have your pilot's license,
Uh-huh.
but then every other year you have to do some kind of recert with with an instructor just to maintain your
Certification or license.
yeah. So once you have your license, you always have your license, but you don't always have the certification to fly. So you
Mhm.
have to continue to maintain that. So I was talking to him about it, and I said, well, what's to stop you from just jumping in your plane? Nothing. There's no cops. The tower doesn't say, hey, you're not certified. You know, you could do it, but until something bad happens. And then if you crash and you weren't cleared to fly, now your insurance will probably say, hey, you're on your own. We're not covering your plane.
We're not covering your funeral.
Yeah. So probably the same with scuba. I would imagine insurance companies probably have clauses in there that if you're doing an activity you're not certified to do and you get injured or die, you know, no money for you.
Yeah, and it's a little different with airplanes because, at least in the United States, they're regulated by the FAA. So there are criminal penalties and
Sure.
fines that apply to you if you get caught. You know.
Yeah. So it's like the scuba. If you get caught deeper than you're supposed to be or in a shipwreck and you're not certified for shipwreck dives,
I don't know what the consequences there are. I don't know if it's maritime law or what. It must be maritime law.
I don't know. Yeah, you walk the plank.
Yeah, you know, I never understood some of these rules and regulations. For example, you go surfing. How many surfers do you see out there in the ocean where there's riptide and there's, you know, coral and there's rocks and the waves are unpredictable wearing a life jacket?
None.
Right? But you go out on this calm river that's got a depth in where between 3 feet and maybe 9 or 10 feet. And if you're out there on a wake surfing board, which is like the tamest thing that you can possibly be doing, if you don't have your life jacket on and sheriff pulls up, there's hell to be paid.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I
Yeah.
don't get that.
Yeah, why is that? I guess
don't
that's
know.
a state issue. Nah, stupid.
I don't know. Good question.
So I
you
think
need to have somebody on here.
we could kick off my favorite segment with that.
Oh, sure.
Things you hate.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
something? That's something you hate?
I 100% hate that.
You hate life vests, or you just hate the fact that somebody's telling you you have to wear one?
Yes, I hate the fact that somebody's telling me
Okay.
that what I've got to do. Now I get it. So I've always got this theory with every law that they have to meet one of three pillars. They have to protect other people's life, liberty, or property, right, from my actions. So if the action that I would be doing would infringe upon your life, your liberty, or your property, then they can make a law that would prohibit or at least restrict that act. But with a life preserver, it's me, right? I'm putting it on. If I die, that's my life and it's my choice. Or if something happens to me, then that's totally my choice. Same thing with a seatbelt. They're not protecting anybody else's liberty or property by making me wear a seatbelt. And therefore, I don't think it's an invalid law. I think it's an infringement upon my constitutional rights to do whatever I want as a
What
free
if you're in
American.
my boat, though?
If I'm in your boat,
Mm-hmm.
what about it?
Am I responsible if you decide to wake surf with no vest and you get hurt, you
Mhm.
hit your head, I can't get to you quick enough, and you drown?
But that's still my life.
Sure, but I think I would probably have some share
Guilt.
in it, wouldn't I? Well, I'd certainly have guilt. I'd be sad for a day or two, but aren't I liable?
Well, you shouldn't
You're on
be.
my boat.
That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't be because it's my choice. And like the insurance, they can write all the clauses they want, right? If I go out there and I scuba dive without the certification and I get hurt or
I guess
die,
I'm only liable because there is a law.
no, I would think that the insurance says, listen, if you're going to have a boat and somebody dies on your boat and they're not wearing a life vest, then maybe that's on you. Just for example, somebody in your car. Like if you get in a car accident and they're not wearing a seatbelt, then we're not covering their injuries because you should have required them to wear a seatbelt to
But that's what I'm saying, but only because it's a law.
No. I'm
No?
saying the insurance company itself, independent of any law.
Oh, okay.
Insurance companies have their own policies.
If you get injured in a vehicle and you aren't wearing your seatbelt, we're not covering.
We're not covering you. So then, me in my car, I can say, hey, listen, buckle up. I'm not covering. The insurance. I don't want to have to, get paid out of my own pocket
Sure.
for that. So the insurance, and I think that's still private business working within one another, and that's capitalism, right? If I want you to pay for injuries that occur in my car, then I'm going to have to follow certain regulations of the insurance company that require that, just like the.
But that's still your choice. So what
It's
you
100%
don't
my
like
choice.
is the restriction of your choice.
It's the government getting involved and saying you can't smoke, or you can't allow people to smoke in your restaurant. See, it's my restaurant, it's my property. Although I'm not personally a smoker, and I prefer smoke-free places, I think that's an infringement upon the property owner's rights to allow people to do what they want on their property. And anytime that it's not specifically infringement upon other people's life, liberty, or property, it's an unconstitutional law. That is the definition of a free people. So I guess the question would be, why would I have to wear a life vest? Why would I have to do it? Or, for that matter. Now, driving a boat, on the other hand, there's no license required to drive a boat.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a heck of a lot more dangerous than wake
And
surfing
difficult.
without a life jacket, right?
Sure.
Yeah, and you're endangering other people's lives if you're driving a boat around on water that you don't know what you're doing.
Aren't there laws, though, that require certifications?
For boat?
I think so.
Do you have a...
No, didn't you get in trouble for riding a jet ski without certification?
Yeah, in Connecticut.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. They could require that. You're going to ride a jet ski around, you could hurt
I
somebody
think they're
else.
doing it for ATVs, right?
They
I
did.
think
They
have
are
to have
now.
some kind of training
Yeah.
certification. I don't know. Yeah, I go back and forth.
But if you applied those three pillars, it makes it pretty black and white.
Sure.
Otherwise, everything gets gray. Like, well, is it for the greater good? Well, you can make an argument on either side.
Sure.
But freedom means the freedom to be an idiot and take your own life or injure yourself or enjoy yourself to the extent possible. And the government should stand aside and allow you to do what you want. And unless you're infringing upon somebody else's rights, liberty, or property, then...
But idiots infringe on non-idiots'
It's true. And so
lives and rights all
you
the
can
time.
always make that case. If you're going to get on an ATV and hit somebody, then sure, you're going to have to require a license to get on that ATV. And then that argument is there because it meets one of those three pillars. But I'm just saying anything that doesn't, like, for example, in Arizona, do you have to wear a helmet when you ride your motorcycle?
No.
Okay. In California, do you have to wear a helmet?
Absolutely.
So which one is correct?
I don't know. I mean, I like the choice. I think you should be able to have the choice.
Right. It should be your
Yeah.
choice, right?
Yeah. When we go on motorcycle rides, I have friends. I always wear a helmet. That's my choice.
Yes.
I always do, but I have many friends that don't, and they'll have their helmet on the ride. And as soon as we cross the California state line or the Nevada state line, they pull their helmet out, they put that on, and then as soon as we cross into a state that doesn't have it, that helmet comes right back off again.
Yeah.
But I appreciate I agree. That should be your choice, right?
I mean, there's an argument that tattoos are dangerous. There's becoming more and more evidence coming out that tattoos have negative health impact.
Sure.
But I would be the last person to say that we should have a law against tattoos.
Okay, so there's a movement right now to make America healthy again and eliminate harmful chemicals from food.
Uh-huh.
Should that be government mandated, or should it just
No.
be my freedom of choice? If I want to eat garbage, you should let me eat garbage.
Yes.
So where are you on that?
Well, see, and it's tough because the government subsidizes so much of medical care and insurance. And so since I'm paying for other people's medical care, then if they make bad life choices in their diet, then I'm paying for it. And now you're taking my property because of their actions. So if you would eliminate that aspect of it, that I'm no longer paying for their illness, then I let,
So is the solution more restriction, or
no,
take the government out?
Take the government out altogether.
Okay.
I would say information would be required. If there was going to be intervention by the government, I would say you have to print what is in the food or whatever that's being provided, the food, the drug, whatever it is. But after that, then the person gets to choose. And I think information requirement that allows you to make the choice. We don't know whether or not we're harming ourselves unless we know what's in it. So I could see information, total transparency being a good thing, and that could be where the government actually gets involved and saying, yes, you do have to put information in there. But other than that, I don't think they should or could.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Not in a free society.
Yeah. I like that. I like
What do you think, Adam?
freedom to be able to make your own choice.
I'm with you on that one. I want to hear what you hate. You mentioned
It's not as heavy as that. It's not no global impact.
so I'm moving to that one. Moving to you. 'Cause
No. I hate my spectrum of hate.
sounds a Debbie Downer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
No, my spectrum of hate.
It's my role
wide
on the show,
range.
though.
Wah,
Yeah.
wah.
Nobody's here for legal discussion.
Yeah.
No, I was recently on a flight, and I'm just always puzzled by these business travelers that feel like they have to wear a blazer or something on the flight. They have to announce, I'm traveling for business.
I'm better than you.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what's better, but don't speak to me of frivolous or frivolity things. I'm here for business. Can't you tell by my blazer? You're not comfortable in that blazer. You're on a plane. What are you doing?
Like a
What are you
sports
doing?
jacket type thing.
No, like a sports jacket, like a blazer, like a button down shirt. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? We don't, nobody here cares,
Care.
whatever. So are you a blazer guy?
No. But I'm like, oh, they look important.
Yeah.
They're hanging out in the Admiral's
No,
lounge.
I keep my voice down around them. Yeah, for sure. I don't want to disturb them.
Yeah. I mean, if one sits down next to you, you think, well, yeah, I guess, yeah, this guy's all business. Look at his blazer.
Yeah, I kind of tone down the
Kind of, it
profanity.
doesn't jive with like, okay, you're wearing a blazer and you're in coach. Like, okay, no, never mind.
It's true.
No respect
Or you're,
for you.
you're flying Allegiant. Yeah. But at the same time, I appreciate some, wardrobe decorum on flights. I think flights have become the bus.
What can I show up
today.
to your flight and not offend you?
Yeah.
And not offend me.
Yeah.
It needs to be comfortable.
Can I wear my pink sweatpants?
Oh, absolutely.
That
Absolutely.
say pink right across the rear.
If you show up in Crocs, though, you're not getting on my plane.
Crocs?
No. Crocs have no place in society. Crocs are the worst thing. Yeah, you brought up something else I hate.
Okay.
Crocs are such an indication of our societal decline.
And you're a shoe guy.
I can't. I'm
You
very
like
much a shoe
shoes.
guy. I love shoes. Ask my wife.
And you're a comfort guy.
I'm a comfort guy.
Like you wear Hokam's.
Hokam's?
What are they called?
Hokas.
Hokas.
Hokas. That's
And
right. You have your choices. You have free to make your own bad decisions. No, Crocs are horrible.
What I love about
Rubber shoes
Crocs-
with holes in them. What are we doing? What are we doing? There was that movie, Idiocracy, where those two idiots got like,
I never actually watched that. Is it
they were
good?
like frozen in time or they got pickled or something. And so they wake up in the future.
Uh-huh.
And in the future, they're now the super intelligent ones because society has declined so much in knowledge and learning because everybody had things on their. I mean, this movie was very prophetic, you know, because we're there now. So when you watch it in the movie, it was this ridiculous future, you know, that we're never getting there, and we're there. We're there to where these idiots from the 90s, you know, these like, I think they were just like stoner pothead idiots, wake up and now they're looked at as these wise, intelligent people because they're so much smarter than the rest of society. And what is all that idiot society wearing on their feet? Crocs. But this movie was made like in the early 90s. So when they were predicting an idiot society, they put Crocs on their feet. So for me, Crocs is a no-go.
Okay.
Crocs is an absolute no-go. Maybe on a boat, maybe, because they're waterproof and they float.
Yeah.
But out in life, I saw some the other day that were like furry,
Yeah.
that were like plush.
Yeah. And nurses wear them.
Nurses wear them all the time.
So you hate nurses.
I don't hate nurses. Don't put words in my mouth. I love
That's the way
nurses.
it's
I have nurses
trending.
in my family. But if a nurse friend of mine is wearing Crocs,
Uh-huh.
we're going to have a discussion.
A nurse shows up to you and says, "We're going to administer this medicine that's going to cure you." But
I'm looking at her feet.
Uh-huh.
Nah,
I'll pass.
somebody else.
No socks.
Oh, and if they have like giblets or whatever they're called, that
Oh
like
yeah,
that
what
they,
are
like,
those things called?
decorate their
Those are
Crocs?
horrible. Yeah,
Pins.
yeah,
some
no,
SpongeBob little button on it.
no, yeah, just leave my, you know,
how you-
my irregular heartbeat will just stay.
Yeah,
I can't take advice from you.
Oh, that's too bad.
yeah, that's legit.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thought pattern.
There you go. So no blazers on airplanes.
No Crocs.
Get a life. Relax.
Yeah,
No Crocs.
This is
But don't relax too much till you fall into a Croc state.
This is an old, tired, worn out argument, but how stupid is it that you buy first class and you get to get on the plane first, so you get to wait the longest on this plane. You get to see everybody's butt as they pass by you, get smacked by everybody's carry-on luggage as they pass by.
Now, hold on. I know you, Adam, have flown first class. Sean, have you flown first class?
Yes.
Okay. And you still have this feeling?
I still wait till I get on. I get on last.
Okay.
Interesting.
My wife gets on last, like last.
Yes.
Like the T
I
in
want
last.
them to call my name.
Yeah.
That is my goal. I want them to say,
What I don't
partner.
understand is why do you not load a plane back to front? Why do we zone one or the people up front?
yes,
Okay, well now we've just created this log jam backup. They're getting
100%.
And when I get
The
on,
overhead space is all gone, so everybody's
Yeah.
stealing everybody else's.
And
It's
now
like,
don't get me wrong.
That's the
if
only
I'm
reason people wanna
loaded
get
past
on
zone 2, it's a bad flight for me. But if you're in zone 8,
Yes,
you should be the first one on the plane.
right.
You should be
have
back
to
there.
wait the longest.
Because when I get on and then I feel like I have to rush out of the aisle, and I'm a bigger guy, so I got to rush out of the aisle. And so I'm waiting for people to go by, and then I quickly, like I'm trying to jump into traffic,
Yeah,
jump out and put my stuff up above and close it and then get back in my seat real quick because otherwise I'm holding up the line.
right,
But if you put people on back to front,
right.
no problem.
Yeah.
Take all the time you want, you know, because your seat 48, there's nobody past you unless they're going to go to the bathroom.
Mhm.
So you can stand out in the aisle, put your stuff up, get yourself arranged, adjust your sweatpants, whatever, and then sit down.
Blazer, adjust your blazer.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, if you have a blazer and you're past like row 6, nobody's buying it. But why not load back to front? Doesn't that just make sense?
Yeah.
It makes sense to me. So I'd be curious to know why that is. But I think it's just, like you said, it's just a status thing. Because if you're in first class,
I want everybody to know.
Your favorite thing to do is help people behind you find their seats. Like, just point over your shoulder. Yep. Just keep walking. You're back there.
I don't look at them.
You're back there.
I feel guilty.
You feel guilty?
I absolutely do.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like
now
guilty.
They look at you with.
I know they're
disdain.
looking at me exactly.
Oh, they
I'm
hate
like,
you.
Have you ever had the curtain pulled?
And so I
closed
try not
on
to
you?
look at them. Like, don't even look at me.
Like sitting right past
Oh, yeah.
first class. The last
When you're in
flight-
premium economy, so you're behind first class.
Yeah.
But you're behind the curtain.
I bought the extra leg room. I could afford that for the extra $15, but no, I couldn't afford the first class.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there and I'm looking at first class and I'm trying to peek through the curtain, and there was something that was right past the curtain that I wanted to grab. I think there was a trash can or something that I wanted to throw some trash away. So I just kind of stuck my hands with the curtain, and the stewardess, it was actually a guy. What do you call a stewardess? It's a guy.
I think it's a steward.
No.
Well, they're flight attendants now.
Flight attendant. So the flight attendant looks at me and closes the curtain on me, like, back to your place.
Smacked your hand.
It's not even
sent
like
you back.
it's translucent. Like you can see. I can see you.
Yeah.
I can see through the curtain. It's not really.
I can hear everything that's going on there.
The saddest thing is when they like deny access to the normal people in the back to the bathroom up front.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, oh no, you can't go in this bathroom. And there's like little kids are like dancing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
But see, that's why they do it, because
But I
you
feel
just
like that. I'm
refer
like,
to
yeah,
them
get the back. This
as
is my bathroom.
the normal people and then like the premium people.
Yeah.
And so that's why they do it. That's probably the argument for the blazer. It's one, like I'm premium. I'm, look at me.
You do get treated differently, and I found this.
Oh, yeah.
I used to fly more than I do now. I avoid traveling pretty much at all costs. I just don't like it. And I've been getting a lot of grief over this lately. I don't want to bring it up on the show because I'll get more grief. But anyway, when I would fly a lot, I would test it out. I'd wear a t-shirt and jeans and see how I'd get treated by TSA and by the flight attendants and stuff like that. And then I'd wear what I wear every day to work, which I'm actually perfectly comfortable in a button-down shirt and slacks. It's just as comfortable to me as anything else because I wear it every day, and I buy the stuff that's comfortable to wear.
And you're stuffy and rigid.
Yeah. So I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. That's the definition. Sure. Everybody gets it, right?
Yeah.
Say no more. So I would wear what I'd wear to work, and the treatment is different. There's a different tone. There's a different level of even if I'm saying something idiotic, they'll stop for a second and give it some consideration before they back to your seat. But yeah,
the real test would be wear a button-down shirt, slacks and a blazer, and Crocs.
Crocs.
And see what people
I think
think.
If you're a billionaire, you can do that.
Yeah, probably. But then if you're a billionaire, you're not flying United.
Well, maybe you're
you probably have your own jet.
Yeah, you're a carbon conscious billionaire.
Yeah. No, I think the happy medium are comfortable clothes, but they're expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
Vuori.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's just wearing oh, wait. Vuori.
Vuori is
Sir, would you like a martini?
I went to go buy some Vuori shorts. I really like them. And then I didn't because I looked at the price tag. I'm like, I ain't paying that. Like $80 for these skimpy shorts.
But I tell you what, if you can find an outlet, pick up a pair. They'll become your favorite shorts.
But it's been a big regret of mine.
I have one pair
of shorts. I can't find anything like that anymore.
Get them. They'll be your flight shorts.
Like is this a new brand?
It's a newer athletic
like 5
brand.
Years.
It's because athletics has elevated.
Yeah.
It's now, look how many gyms there are and everything. So that athletic lifestyle is elevated. So now there's clothing manufacturers that cater to that. And anytime there are, you're going to have your lower brand, lower quality things, and then your higher quality things.
I'm wearing my old Hanes worn out t-shirt.
Yeah.
Well, I was looking for like the perfect swimsuit. And so I went into this thing. It was at this place in San Diego where we were staying, and they had their own little shop, So it's all these high-end brands, one of which was Vuori. And I was like, okay, do you have any swimsuits? She pulls out the swimsuits, and I'm like, those aren't really doing it for me. She's like, well, these. And I'm like, well, they say they're active shorts. She's like, yeah, but you can swim in them. I'm like, but they're active shorts. They're not swim trunks. She's like, people swim in these. And I'm like, it just wasn't registering. But that opened up a new world to me. And then now I'm looking at, oh, wait, I can use active shorts as swim trunks. I don't have to just do swim
Right.
trunks.
No, they're
And
the Swiss Army knife of shorts.
So when I went scuba diving, that's what I wore.
Really?
Active shorts. Yeah, they're awesome.
And was there a difference?
Yeah, they're fantastic because they had the high spandex content is
Yes.
just fantastic. And so
And they don't have
most
the
of-
mesh underlining.
exactly, it's usually like biker shorts and
yeah.
which I enjoy.
The mesh you cut out. Like
yeah,
first thing I do when I buy a pair of swimsuit that has mesh, you cut
Cut
that
it,
out.
yeah.
I mean, if you love yourself, you'll cut it out.
yeah.
I still wear jean cutoffs for everything.
Okay. All right.
It sounds
Cut
like,
them nice and short.
it's like a rash waiting to happen, dude.
What was so the perfect swim trunks? What is that for you?
I haven't found it yet, but Vuori's pretty close.
I'm telling you, there's a difference. You know, I recently bought. I have like 2 Vuori things. That's a lie. I've got like 4 Vuori things.
Are we talking?
They're just like a sweat.
Short-
One's a
short.
sweatshirt.
Okay, well, wow, that was
One's
expensive.
a pair of shorts. But there's a difference. You slide those babies on, it's different than
Is
when
it
I
though?
slide on my Old Navy or something like
So the
that.
thoughts come to mind, like, is it different or is it a mental? I think it's so you have this
No,
newer. That's why I
There's
bring
an
up.
actual difference.
This is a newer brand, and if I just come out of the gate, $80 for these active shorts, does that then in the consumer? I'm like, wow, that okay.
Yeah, but
It
you gotta
must be
you
worth
gotta
$80.
you gotta look at it.
I want that.
Yeah, no, you gotta look at it like my daughter. It's price per wear, and you'll be able to wear those Vuori shorts 3 or 4 times longer than you'll be able to wear those
Old Navy
Target or Old
shorts.
Navy shorts.
Okay.
Guaranteed. I've seen it in my own life.
Okay,
I know that it's true.
it's quality over.
Yeah, how many washes it will take
Mhm.
before it starts to lose shape. You know how it holds on to smells and all that kind of stuff. There is a difference,
Okay,
but are they severely overpriced? Absolutely,
okay.
100%. But yeah, get a pair of Vuori, wear them on a plane.
Well, when Costco and Sam's Club has Vuori, I will buy that. That's where I
Okay.
shop.
Well, there's a lot of brand. In fact, what was it? Some Vuori or Lululemon sued Costco. I'll have to look it up. Sued Costco because Costco. My wife will get mad at how I'm saying that. Costco. She says it's Costco.
Oh, because
No T. Even
You
though
don't
there is a-
pronounce the T.
There is a T, but you don't. Okay,
You just
it's a
don't
silent
pronounce
T.
it. I pronounce it though.
It's a silent.
Yeah. So Costco brand of these like athletic loungewear
hmm
was so close
Yeah.
to the high end Lululemon Vuori loungewear that they sued them.
Absolutely.
And they challenged that the fabric content was, some kind of patent or something, or, that it was too close. So they
Uh-huh.
sued them. But you could go into Costco and buy the exact same product
The
for
Kirkland
$20
brand.
that
Mhm.
you're going into Vuori and paying $80
I absolutely do that. I do that at Sam's Club here. I mean,
is
like,
the brand stamped on the outside? So
on
people
Vuori
can
it
notice?
is.
Oh, it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
on
just,
better
I
be.
just need an iron on.
There you go.
A lot
Or
of things that we've
fabric
done,
marker.
a lot of things that we've branded for the law firm, I've got at Sam's Club or Costco, and they're like the Kirkland brand or the Members Mark, and they're so close to like these Vuori or
Mhm.
Lululemon brands. It's like they feel so good, and it's a fraction of the price. I have no problem with that.
Yeah. But you noted it. It feels better. There's a difference in that technology.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what it is. I don't know anything about it. I just know it's expensive. And the styles and the cuts are better.
Yeah,
I like
they
a
make you
little
look better.
trimmer short. I don't like a big baggy short.
5-inch inseam.
I
on
won't
shorts.
won't go longer than 5-inch.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Swim trunks 3.
Wow.
The tighter
Yeah.
the better.
Well, no. It's time you
European.
guys understood. I have really nice legs.
3 inches, boy. I don't know if we can find that one. I've looked.
Oh, they're out there. They're out there. No, but it's definitely just a lot of it's just an image thing.
Yeah, I
But
hear
they
you.
do last longer. My higher end gym clothes stay better longer than the lower end stuff.
Well, we got to hit some other stuff on this, or Martine's going to be mad at us. We talked about scuba, lobstering. You're coming up. That's coming up. We're going to have to touch base with you on that.
Yeah, I'll let you know how
we
I
talked
do.
about things we hate. Dang, we did pretty good without even looking at this.
We did.
Law Corner. Sean talked about some legal things.
Rapid fire Q&A.
Rapid
Lighthearted wrap up. Each person answers quickly.
Okay.
You want to try that?
Yeah.
Sean, what's your favorite guilty pleasures?
Ooh.
Snack. Sorry, snack.
Okay.
You gotta be specific.
Here's me. I like. And I'm gonna sound like such a girl on this, but I like a dirty Diet Coke. Where you,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Where you put in the creamer, the coconut creamer.
Really?
You
Yeah.
put in, yeah.
I had no
Welcome
idea.
to the Twisted Sugar world.
I knew you.
I know.
That's
That's what I
crazy.
said.
I'm
I
opening a
only do it
business
after
that-
11 o'clock
No.
at night. I take a look down the street. Is anybody going to come into my
I'm
house? Nope.
opening a business
And then
where
I-
the central feature is
A dirty.
dirty sodas.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
That's
they're delicious.
That's mine. What's
Mike,
yours?
did you
I'm on
feel-
board
it's
100%.
Like you feel a little dirty.
Oh, I feel a little girly.
Yeah.
But not dirty.
I've always loved Reese's, but I have Reese's has recently been surpassed for me by the Bueno.
Bueno's pretty good.
Bueno's pretty good. It's lighter,
Mm-hmm.
know it.
crispier, and going back to our whole image thing, they're like individually wrapped in this cellophane that has a little gold pull string thing on it. They just feel more,
They have a candy bar
a
version.
little more elegant. Yeah. No, I like the Bueno sticks.
That's individually wrapped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you? I don't even know what that is.
Oh yeah.
I know a
Circle
big
K,
Reese's Pieces
the grocery
person.
store.
Yeah,
look for it.
they're tasty.
I don't
Pick up a
frequent those
Bueno.
places.
Not the egg one, like in a little plastic egg and comes with a toy. These are like kind of like Twix
Yeah.
is probably the closest
Bueno.
shape to them.
Uh-huh.
Bueno. It's a white package with orange. Right.
It's a really light wafer with some whipped peanut butter cream inside.
And
Sounds
chocolate.
right up my
And
alley.
it's-
I love that.
It's delicate and light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Indulgent.
What's yours, Adam?
My brother introduced me to, speaking of peanut butter, a good like French vanilla ice cream works. Any ice cream really works, but I like the French vanilla with a scoop of peanut butter, and you mix that. around.
Oh.
And if you want a little extra pizzazz, you'd put a little bit of Nesquik sprinkled on there.
Really?
You know what? I do like that. The powder, just the
Mhm. Just like pop.
Yeah. Cocoa
We-
powder.
We would do that because
Not cocoa powder. Cocoa
it's-
powder is bitter.
Nesquik has like sugar in it. It's
Yeah.
like a milk chocolate.
it's a nostalgic thing for me because growing up, the syrup was kind of higher end, more expensive, but we'd have these little cocoa packs
Mm-hmm.
and we'd sprinkle that on our ice cream.
Mhm.
And so for me, it's kind of like bread and milk. That's my comfort food. And
Interesting.
it brings back, the warm fuzzies. And that's what I think of.
That must be a Northwest thing because my dad is in the bread and milk,
Really?
rice pudding. those
Yeah.
kind of
I
things.
love rice pudding. Yeah.
Rachel's dad is big into that.
he
Like
from
his
the north?
favorite is like
Oregon?
milk toast. Like
Yes.
yeah, he'll do that.
Sloppy
That's
mess.
me.
Yeah.
It's the bread that's basically gone a little crusty.
Yeah.
And
Stale bread or
Mhm.
something, or you can toast
crumble
it,
it
make
up.
it
and you-
dry.
you throw it in there.
Yeah.
And my wife, I purposely leave the bread out because I wanted to get that way. And she's like, "Who left the bread out again?" Oh, and it can only be homemade bread. It can't be store-bought bread.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. What's one thing that you'd banish forever, Chris? I think we know what you banish.
Crocs, get rid of them.
Yeah.
Out.
I think there ought to be some limitation on the spandex that are worn in public. I think there's too much of that in public, and it's
Like women?
Men or women.
I haven't seen many men.
I haven't seen too many men wearing spandex.
You're saying, okay, like what do you call that? Active wear?
Active wear.
Active wear out in
where they
public.
Actively
where
in
they
the process of
purposely,
maybe
like,
going to work out.
contour to the crevice of your rear. And
They actually make them where they actually shade them. So
Really?
it gives you curves where you might not have curves. Like
Yes.
it appears that way.
yeah, it's
Like
got a little.
contouring with makeup where women
Yeah,
will make
yeah.
their nose look narrower or something.
Oh,
by
and I bet
shading
I
it.
wouldn't be surprised if they put a little more like elasticity
Yeah,
under
absolutely.
the
Yep.
right cheeks to kind of give it a Brazilian butt lift.
Now I have some socks like that, and they're fantastic. where they're tighter at the arch. than
Oh
they are at
yeah,
the
those
toe.
are the best. Yeah, I do that.
Super great.
Mm.
So
But-
yeah, makes
But
sense.
some
They would
of those
advance that to the
spandex
legs.
pants where they contour direct, like to every, aspect
Nook and
of the
cranny.
butt cheek. Yeah, I think there should be some limitation on that.
That's a restriction of people's rights.
Yeah, I don't know though.
But you could make an argument that's infringing on your rights because you're having to look at it.
Exactly. I mean, I'm. To me, that's offensive.
Okay.
Okay. Wow.
Your 3 pillars rule applies there.
One thing I would banish. I don't really.
Nothing?
I can't think of anything right now. Anything that I hate.
There's nothing that you would banish.
I can speak to recently having gone on a plane and it advertises Wi-Fi available and there's no Wi-Fi for 2.5 hours. That
And it's super slow when you do get it.
well, it's just not there. And
I don't want it.
And I think to myself, I know it's just a switch. I'm pretty sure it's just you just flip a switch, and surely you know that. Like, just flip the switch, right? No, I got to sit here and raw dog it for 2.5 hours.
I like that I will not get it and I'll pretend that the plane doesn't have it. Because I love being completely disconnected for those 2 to 8 hours or whatever.
You don't have something
Yeah, you do.
downloaded?
No, yeah, I download it. I don't want to be contacted.
Disconnected, okay.
Well, no, but I don't want to be contacted or be able to make contact.
Oh, okay.
I love that you're untethered.
Oh, I'm good at that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just a lifestyle.
I know. But when they started saying like, oh, free Wi-Fi, I was like, no.
That was your excuse.
Yeah, so I make the choice to ignore that.
Okay.
I
The other
do
thing
that
that
all the
I
time.
hate is the no smoking dialogue or monologue that they tell you on the plane, and that tampering with the smoking devices on
it's
the
a
plane.
federal offense.
Can we get rid of that? I mean, I think how many minutes every flight
Yeah,
would
like
be
is that
saved.
happening?
They're doing everything to maximize the economy of the flight, yet they spend 5 minutes telling you that you can't disable a smoking sensor in the bathroom.
The bigger problem now is probably vape, right?
Well,
People are vaping in the bathroom.
but and the smoking
that's
devices.
right.
I've been next to somebody that vaped and they would just blow it into their blanket.
Yeah, but the smoking device isn't going to pick that up, right?
Right.
But they still tell you you cannot disable the smoking device in the bathroom. Like, can we move on past that?
Like who's doing that?
Exactly.
I bet
So-
you that's an FAA rule though that they have to do.
Well,
So get rid of the FAA.
should be gone.
Okay, something you'd love to try next. For example, an adventure, food, or hobby. I mean, Chris, you've done it all.
Man, what is left? No.
Thailand?
Something I'd love to try next. You guys have one? I need a minute.
Yeah, I'd like to try scuba diving. I think you guys have
there you
sold
go.
me on that. So
It's great. Anytime
go.
you want to go,
Let's go right now.
Yeah, we'll call up Scuba Sean, and the 2 Seans can go. You can learn how to do that.
I want to
The
do.
instructor here,
I want to do
Sean
lobster
Foster.
diving.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I've always wanted to scuba.
he's in my
and
phone as Scuba Sean.
Nice.
I've always wanted to lobster dive at night. Scuba diving.
If only you knew somebody. Well, now that I know that, I'll reach out to you, and now you're certified.
Yeah. Well, now I don't want to go.
Okay.
I don't want to be a pity invite.
Oh, there you go.
I want to feel needed,
Um,
but it's
I-
too late.
yeah, I have a new adventure I'm looking forward to. Is going hunting for the first time. I've never
Oh,
been
really?
hunting.
Okay.
Never been
Wow.
hunting, and my wife pulled a elk tag for November, so we're gonna get to go.
That's how it always is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll be
Always give it to the
there.
women like
Yeah, I'll be there filming and rooting her, cheering her on.
filming.
But yeah, we better get one, otherwise it's a real expensive hiking trip.
Mhm.
Really, yeah.
Why? So you pay for the tag?
Well,
in
I've
advance?
never been, so I have no gear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So of course I have to gear up. It's
Yeah.
cold, but it's Arizona cold, so the guide was like, yeah, it could be 80 degrees, it could be 50 or 40 degrees. We don't know. So bring layers.
Pairs.
So, okay.
Oh,
Have you
having a
bought
guide?
hunting gear? Expensive. It's
Like hunting
Vuori
gear, like-
of,
what do you mean hunting gear?
well, like,
You mean the Cabela's?
yeah, all just
Oh,
the
camo.
jackets and the different,
Boots.
yeah, the boots and you got to have special socks and you got to have layers, and this one's breathable and this one's waterproof, and then you got to buy a rain layer, and you got
I
it's
didn't
all
know this.
expensive. Binoculars, super expensive.
What about like
Get the gun sighted in, all of that stuff. The guide is
Calls.
expensive. The guide will do that. I haven't gotten into calls.
Do you travel with a lot of luggage? You strike me as a person that if you can get a carry-on backpack and multiple checked baggage, you would do that. Is that you?
I've recently moved to checked baggage. For a long time, I was like, just carry on only, just carry on
I
only.
like that. Yeah.
And now I've moved. I've evolved.
Yeah.
I would say to checked bag.
Okay.
I'm all about the check bag.
Let them deal with it.
I don't want to carry anything.
I don't want to walk around the airport with it. So I go to the counter. I check. It's a smaller checked bag. It's a little bigger than a carry-on, but not some big, some big giant,
I've been raw dogging it before raw dogging became a thing. I don't want anything to be carrying around.
Yeah.
My phone, I'll listen to something, and I can listen to books for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll watch a movie from time to time, but I mainly listen to books. And so when I go into the airport, I think I'm autistic. I'm certainly on the spectrum. And so a lot of noise and a lot of commotion really kind of gets me rattled. So I'll put those noise canceling headphones on as soon as I get through TSA. And I've got a hat and literally sunglasses on. I don't want anybody talking to me or bothering me. I go straight to my seat. I don't want to put anything away or be messing with things. And I'll just sit there.
Put on your Unabomber costume and just leave me alone. Yeah, no, I always fought that, like, no, I want to be able to just grab my stuff and go and blah, 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 blah. Nah, give them the bag. And then I walk through the airport with usually just my iPad and, whatever food I bought at the Hudson. You know, and it's so freeing when you're getting on and off the plane. You're not having to deal with anything.
And you look at everybody else with disdain.
The problem is,
it allows you to look down on other people,
like,
which is really the ultimate goal in life.
Yeah, but if you travel with somebody that doesn't adopt that, then they've got all their carry-on, and they're like, oh, you're not carrying anything here? Take this. And it's like, listen, I made a conscious decision not
Now you're infringing on my rights.
Now my wife and kids are all burdened down like burros behind me, and I'm like, okay, fine.
Sherpas.
My wife always takes over my packing. Like, if I take a check bag, I have one half of that luggage, and then she occupies the other half, along with her checked whole baggage and like 4 or 5 other bags.
You realize this air, right? Like,
she knows. We talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
It's like there's going to be an extra seasoning in your dinner tonight.
I've just come to expect it. It's like I don't care anymore. Yeah.
My wife's made progress. She's made a lot of progress. She's trimmed it down, but she's still definitely a 2-bag traveler. We've got her a nice travel backpack that has all super compartments. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it probably weighs 60 pounds.
Yeah, I did that.
She flies, and then she'll have her checked bag, and it's all the primping stuff, which I appreciate that she does that. So
my wife has to bring the bed with her, so she brings pillows, packs pillows. She packs.
My wife has blankets.
Yeah, it has to be her pillows.
We have in our car right now. We have 3 blankets, I think, and there's the Harkins blanket for when we go to the movies for her, and there's
I've never done that before.
2 different thicknesses of Padres blankets from when we go to the Padres games. Depending on how cold it is, she'll grab one or the other.
I see.
Yeah, they're in our car all the time in a neat little roll.
The cool thing though about having our wives is that we complain about this stuff, but then there's a point where like it becomes a need, and you're like, I know I can turn to her and, hey, do you have such and such? I need tweezers for this thorn, or I need a Band-Aid, or I need
pays off every time.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have that.
Pays off
I have
every
a mirror.
time.
I have a
I got this stain on my shirt. Oh, Clorox pen.
There you go.
Yeah,
I got it.
That's the wife.
It's like
she's there. She's got you.
That's why I'm okay with it.
Shout out to the wives.
Yeah, because eventually I'm going to need what she's packing.
Yeah, but you don't have to carry it. So
I do have to carry it.
Oh, you can.
I do carry it. I'm like a mule.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Yeah,
that's love. Well, that's all the time we have. Let's see. Outro. Thank Chris for joining.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, guys.
Plug where listeners can find more episodes: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, We're right
I
here
thought Apple Podcasts
on
was
560
done.
KBLU.
I thought Apple Podcasts was no more.
I don't know.
You know what? No, it's on there. It's
Is
on
it?
there. It shows up.
All right.
It shows up.
Anywhere you get your podcasts, you can listen to our show. You're going to look for Life, Death, and the Law with an ampersand.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Preview next week's topic, if known. Do you know what next week's guest and topic are?
No, I didn't read that because we didn't know. But
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to embarrass ourselves, but thank you for doing that.
You bet.
Yeah, we have no idea.
Anytime.
We like to wing it. That's the way we run this show, obviously.
I like it.
Okay. Thank you, Chris.
Thanks,
You're the best,
guys.
man.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Good
it.
luck on your lobster dive.
Thank you.
You can borrow my shark band if you want.
It's probably not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea because that's when they feed.